Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can beg and they can plead, but they can't see the light. That's right, the boy with the cold hard cash is always Mr. Right. 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Because it's not just the world you'll know tomorrow if you build it on the greatest technology today. Your hard drive has a limited storage capacity. Perhaps you should take a step back and imagine the possibilities.
Okay, just forget it.
When initial conversations were being held of what to call this operating system, I thought it would be interesting to call it Pizarro's World. But then Astrolabe Worlds was suggested and we went with that for a while. But we've decided to call it the human chapter of the world, the next best operating system.
Just forget it.
So what do you think? We spent 12 months working on it. So are we ready to get the funds rolling? There are a lot of competitors out there. Perhaps you should have suggested something to do on a more commercial basis. But I can only do it on this meager yard of interest that has been mine up to this time. Well, we'll have to cut production time at least in a third and raise the commercial viability of the project. There are a lot of competitors out there, and I don't think your vision will make an impact without some way to advertise the product. Alright, I'll get to work on that. I may be back in 2 or 3 months with a solution. Don't hesitate to let me know, but you must understand our reluctance in putting up money for an operating system that hasn't even entered their assembly period and has minimum to little conceptual backing. I do agree with your vision. Maybe you can make it happen for us. I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying that you don't believe I'll finish this operating system in time? No, I'm essentially giving you the go-ahead to get to work on it and bring it back to us in 3 months. Alright, thank you. I know a man, Ben Hasselhoff, who's in the advertising business. Maybe he can help us do something with this. I'll be glad to see you back in February. But do make haste and beware the competition. It's always a prospect of something new. We'll have absolute faith that we are the newest thing out there since the wheel was not invented itself. A rock of the privileged There's sure to be a rocker that hated somewhere. Tell me something good on the morrow, and we'll be privileged and privileged and privileged. That's what he was like. User error is entertainable, not a glitch. I like it, but it doesn't quite defeat the expectation I had. If I am not right, boys are not the least of your concerns here. Now do go and make haste. Together soon, for the sake of all times flying blue. I met you all together soon, for sake of flying time. Now do go and make haste. I'm glad he wasn't working on that with us. It would have taken us 6 months to finish. I hear you, but I'm still 4 figures richer than you. Yeah, but the moon does not consider it an error that I'm not over it. Stick to the arena of bigger productions, then that will accommodate. I know, but things will not only be different, but they will not be able to stay the same between us. You have failed in one aspect of disappointing me, and that is to have avoided disappointment long enough deliberately to go on to disappoint me impressively. Then it was not so deliberate that I brought this to your attention in the first place, and now it is so much more deliberate than I could have ever expected, without an interest in impressing you so much. The nature of universal software cannot be compared with universal truth unless it meets universal goals, leaving no question that there is plenty of room for a difference there, until the future is understood.
Why did you call me back to your office? You know I have other projects that I'm working on.
Well, there's just one thing I'm worried about the whole thing that you sold me. It's that you program your voice into every parameter in the whole operating system. And now we're going to have to accredit you with a slight bonus that I wasn't initially willing to provide.
Why is that? You don't really owe me anything, like you said.
It's just a slight caveat of the business format these days that we have to pay all our employees an even stipend for the work they've done for us. Not that I wanted to do that, but I hope you'll take the gesture as some further sign that we are even in our transaction.
All right, thank you. I'll gladly accept what you have to offer, but I refuse to work with you on this again. Thank you. Because it is not just the scope of integrity, it is your plan to reach your future.